We just basically took our retirement and we said, hey, we're going to liquidate it and we're going to take it and we're going to invest it in doing this,
Is that
So
scary?
that was very scary.
Yeah.
Are you nuts? I was like, yes, it was very scary. And we didn't take out a business loan, and we had talked about it, but we didn't want to start out in debt.
This is Dirt and Drive, the podcast all about turning a small homestead into a real business.
Welcome to Dirt and Drive. I am here with two amazing people from Jojo's Market. This is Jojo and Tom.
Hey, how are you?
Thank you so much for having me here today in your
Thank you for
store.
coming.
And you guys are opening this morning, so
Yep.
we are here bright and early
Yep.
getting this interview done.
Yep.
So tell me about your store, like how you guys got started and what kind of made you want to do this?
Well, I guess it's back in 2024, maybe even late 2023.
Yeah.
We both were kind of working corporate jobs. She was working at a major corporation, and they were going through this phase of they just got bought out, and it's like that classic thing: you're getting bought out by this other organization, and they're basically putting you an ultimatum, saying, "Hey, what are you going to do? If you're going to stay, then you're going to have to either move or relocate, or you got to have to leave." So it was just when we hit that crossroads, we just kind of sat down. We talked about, well, what do we want to do? Do you want to get another job, or do you want to try to do something different?
Yeah, and he's always let's gamble. I liked everything in a strict order. I liked very much structure. He is very unstructured. So he's like, let's just throw caution to the wind and and I'm like, wait. And we did sit down and we said, what do we love? Once we decided to go off on our own, we said, what do we love? What do we love to do? And so we've always loved little country stores. We've always loved produce. We're very much foodies.
Yeah.
So we said, all right, let's sink or swim.
And we thought about, like, whenever we're on vacation or whenever we go do something, what do we always try to stop at these little stores. And we said, that just because we're not at a vacation spot doesn't mean we can't kind of do something like that.
Yeah.
But yet also have something and bring something different to the market, to the community,
Yeah.
and be a part of the community too,
Yeah.
So we just had this in our head, and we just said, we actually drew it out on paper, what we wanted to do. And of course we wrote a business plan like everybody else does and all that other stuff, with amazing technology. We used AI to develop our business plan and all these other things,
Yeah.
And it was actually really quite insightful, giving us some insight on, like, hey, what to expect.
And it's completely, of course, evolved,
Mhm.
right? I mean, this is not exactly like what we had envisioned, which is fine. We're growing and we're pivoting and we're doing all of it. It's through our learning,
Mm.
So once we started this, we've both been in corporate, we've both been doing things, people telling us what we're supposed to do. And now I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Nobody's telling you.
Nobody's telling me what to do. What do I do? So that's been definitely a learning thing. And we've made lots of errors along the way and learning a lot. And so it's been fun.
And then, so basically in when 2024 started, we knew we were going to do something like this. You left your job, and then we said, okay, now it's time. So we basically said, we looked at a lot of things. We looked at our retirement also, and probably like a lot of people out there, you look at your finances and you think, oh my gosh, it's really not going to be where we want it to be, but when we get there anyway, so we're going to have to do something different.
Yeah.
So we just said, hey, instead of continuing down the same path, we're going to try something different. We're going to invest in ourselves.
And we've got kids and we've got grandkids. We've got 4 kids and we have 5 grandkids. And we're like, they may not want to do this. This might not be what they want to do, but at least something for them to learn from and learn that if you want to do something, you can do something, So something everybody thought we were crazy. Like, oh, you're going to open a what? Well, you can do this if this is what you want to do. Hard enough work. We've worked super hard and they've worked super hard. Our kids have all been in here. Our grandkids have all been in here. Every one of them have worked in here.
It's a family business.
That's right. They've all painted walls. They've all painted floors. They've all worked the cash register. So, while they don't work here every day, they all know the business.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Such a great thing to teach them.
Yes.
Entrepreneurship,
Yes,
business,
very much so.
working hard. That's a great example. So what did you do to actually fund this place? Did you have like a good retirement in order to start it? Did you have to get a business loan? Like, how'd that go?
So we didn't, we probably, looking back on it, we would probably do it totally different. Because I mean, hindsight is always 20/20. You can always do things better. But how we did it was we just basically took our retirement and we said, hey, we're going to liquidate it and we're going to take it and we're going to invest it in doing this.
Was that
So
scary?
that was very scary.
Yeah.
Are you nuts? I was like, and of course, again, he's like, oh, let's just do it. I'm like, wait a minute, wait. But yes, it was very scary. And we didn't take out a business loan, and we had talked about it, but we didn't want to start out in debt.
Well, there's no business loan.
Yeah.
For starters, there's no business loan. Had we done it, thinking back on it now, what I would have done instead, so everybody out there that's trying to do something, this is the way you should do it moving forward. Don't liquidate your assets to try to do it. Okay. That's the wrong move. The right move is to borrow against your assets and use the loan against your assets to do it.
Yeah.
So instead of liquidating, we would have just borrowed against it instead. Then we would still have those assets and it would still be earning for us. And we could just repay the loan back, with
to
the
ourselves.
from the business,
That's right.
and we could do that.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So, we didn't do that. We liquidated and then we invested into the store. For the first
It's
year,
not for the faint of heart.
we lost a lot of money, because when you first start out, nobody knows who you are. Nobody knows anything that what you're trying to do, and yet you still got to pay your bills at home. You got to pay your bills for this store and everything still keeps coming day after day after day. So the first year we lost.
Yeah, it was very scary. There were times I was like, I don't know if we should be doing this. And, he's like, oh, you're crazy. We're going to continue on. And, but I wasn't sure, you never know. But
and then year 2 came around, and then we started doing a little better, so that we started being able to, it was still not great, but people started hearing about us. And then we started, thinking about how do we evolve? How do we get better? How do we grow? As everybody out there as an entrepreneur, that's all you think about every day is how do I make this better than it was yesterday? And that's what you're trying to do. So like social media, and you're trying to grow that presence, and you're trying to do all these other things. So that's all we just kept doing, is focusing on what can we do to make it better for everybody else. I think that's part of it. You got to kind of take yourself out of it.
yeah.
And you have to think about, how do we make a better experience for our customers?
Yeah, I think that is one of the things that I like to say set us apart. I mean, I do think we really, really do care. And I know everybody cares about their customers. Everybody cares. So, but we really do take into account. And a lot of our customers have been here since the beginning, and they've taught us a lot. They've been very patient with us, and we've made a lot of blunders along the way. But, I do really think that we care about what they want and bringing them the best. We eat too. We consume all of this too. So we want them to have the same greatness, that we have, that like food wise, we want it to be great for them. We want it to be great for us.
Yeah.
It's been a learning curve. It's been fun. And
when we first got into it, all we had was produce.
Yeah.
We didn't hardly have anything else other than just produce.
Yeah.
So I'm sure when the customers that first came in here, they probably thought, oh my God, this place is so big.
And there was hardly anything in here.
Yeah. So
yeah. We had actually, when we were building it out, we had said, let's just put up a false wall because we don't have enough stuff to fill the store, So there's only so much produce you can buy. So,
we just started out with produce in the beginning, and then we just kind of like kept adding little things here and there. Like, customer said they wanted this. Okay, well, let's see if we can get that. Oh, customer said we need to have honey. I was like, yes. I mean, every single country store that we've ever thought of, it's got honey. Not just any honey, fresh local honey.
Yeah.
So that was really important. And then, the pork skins came into play, and then popcorn, and then cookies, and all these other things started happening. And then meat. We said customers kept coming in.
Yes.
And I think it's because it's a fresh market, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
It makes you think of a grocery store.
That's right.
Of a grocery
Yeah,
store.
that's right.
So that's what we wanted to do, to eventually, this huge plan. We thought, oh my God, the store is going to be so packed wall to wall, and we're going to have everything local, but it's going to be just like a grocery store. you know, and it wasn't that way in the beginning,
Yeah.
you know, and then like we figured out the meat situation. So many customers would come in and say, "Hey, do you guys have ribs? Oh, do you have
Sausage.
do you
Yeah.
have sausage? Do
Yeah.
you have steaks?"
Mm.
I was like, no, but you know what?
We want to. Yeah.
We're gonna have
Yeah.
that, So and then it's the challenge of where do we get it? And I guess that's probably a lot of the secret sauce there is the thought process behind where do we get it? Like what's
Yeah. I mean, people
we
do
work
want
so
local.
hard.
People do want fresh. Well, Paulding is great and Georgia is great. And when we say local, we really are talking Georgia, but, and then maybe even the surrounding states, but we're like, where do we get local? And where do we get the most fresh? It took us like a year to really, we've talked to so many people and we've tried so
Mhm.
many things and it took us about a year to really find where we landed, and our meat is phenomenal and they do a fantastic job. We're really proud of that product. So we've brought in some products that, haven't been so great and we've moved out. We've brought in some products that we're really proud of.
But it was really cool how customers come in, they say, "Well, we want this."
Yeah, they tell
we
us what
search, we
they
try to
want, and
find
that's
it,
what we try to
and
do.
then it moves on to something else, and
Yeah.
then it's just like it just keeps going, it keeps going, it keeps going.
Yeah.
Do you have a method for that? So like if like say 10 customers ask for it, okay, maybe we need to have this, or do you just like if one customer asks it, you're like, okay, we'll have it.
We say two customers.
Two
We kind of
customers.
tell each other. It depends on what it is. If it's some kind of weird something that nobody's ever heard of and one person asks for it, we always jot it down and we say, okay, let's go back to that. And if we run across it, great, but we won't seek it out yet. And then if somebody else asks for it, then we go, okay, maybe we should start seeking this
Yeah.
out.
We tried a lot
You
of
know?
things that customers have wanted and would complete bomb,
Yeah.
just kind of complete failed. Like in the beginning, customers asked for mushrooms. So, oh my God, we had like 5 or 6 different
Yeah.
varieties of these mushrooms.
We didn't. Yes, we were like, we're going to go all in on the mushroom
Yeah.
thing, right? It didn't make any sense, but in our mind, we were like, we're going to have all the mushrooms.
Yeah, you want mushrooms? We're going to get you some mushrooms. Yeah. So we had this full display of all these mushrooms, and then
Yeah.
we're like, okay, well, people aren't buying the mushrooms.
Yes, yeah. We ended up tossing out a lot of mushrooms.
Yeah.
We've done that with a couple
Yeah.
of things, yeah.
So I think that's part of the learning curve on our part.
Yeah.
Is just because customers say they want something, you
Mm.
still got to be prepared. You still got to kind of like go in kind of tiptoeing. You can't go all in on something like that because it could turn out disastrous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with like peppers.
Yeah.
Customers say we want peppers.
I am a pepper fanatic, so I love everything. I love everything pepper.
Mm.
So I love the looks of them. I love the taste of them. I love the spice. I love everything about them. So I'm like, we're going to have all the peppers. So we literally had like 2 full racks of peppers.
Yeah.
That wasn't really going. Produce goes out pretty quick. But anyway, we've made a couple
Customers
of.
let you know by not buying.
That is one thing we've learned. Customers are very, very good. They tell us what they want. And like we've been to many, many country produce stores, so have they. And people are very quick to say, hey, I'm not sure if that's a great idea, And so we've learned a lot from that.
That's good to get feedback though, because I find that
Absolutely.
people won't always give feedback because they're like
Yes, we
embarrassed or
love
they don't want to
it.
make you feel bad.
I tell customers all the time, please give me feedback. That is
Mhm.
actually how
Yeah.
how we're growing.
And
Yeah.
a lot of times, like there's an underlying reason why like the mushroom thing didn't work and the pepper thing didn't work. Okay, it wasn't that people didn't want it. It's a lot of times it's kind of like our customer base isn't large enough
Yeah.
to
Yeah, we're not
consume
Whole
it.
Foods.
Yeah.
We don't have that many customers
Yeah.
flowing through.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
whenever we probably tried the pepper thing or the mushroom thing, we were year 1.
Yeah.
That'd be too early.
It was
Yeah.
just too early to try drastic things like
Yeah.
that,
Mm.
So now, getting into our 3rd year, it's probably better to try some stuff like that than it was then.
Yeah.
Yeah. But see, our customer base is kind of catching up, and then they're wanting to consume more
Yeah.
of those kinds.
Yeah,
of
and we're
things.
growing. We're growing.
Yeah.
One thing I've learned is like, so when I make soap, like so many people ask me like, make this soap. Will you make this soap? Will you make this soap? And
Yeah.
I'm like, so I've done some of that, and then it does like that one person buys it, and
That's
then
right.
nobody
Yeah.
else wants
That's
that
right.
soap.
Yeah.
But you kind of figure out like, okay, this one person wants it, but is it really something I should invest a whole lot into?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and that's
sometimes
just-
keeping it really simple is the best I've
Yes.
noticed. Like you could have like one mushroom
Yeah.
option.
Right.
So that's
right.
what we ended up going to.
Yes.
Okay.
We ended up going to just the one mushroom, and then that mushroom sells off the shelf.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So
Hey,
it
what
worked
kind of
out
mushroom is
fine.
it?
It's just a
the
regular white
the
mushroom.
white button
Regular white
mushrooms.
It's just a
Yep.
regular white standard.
Yep.
You know,
And
nothing
and they sell like
fancy.
hotcakes. So
Yeah.
That's what people recognize, I think.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
I think that's a lot of it. It's like what you said. Find something that appeals to everybody, and just go with it. It's kind of like the whole cookie thing. You know, everybody likes chocolate chip.
Mm,
You know, everybody likes a lemon cookie.
yeah.
You know, then when you start branching out and getting crazy things, then they're like, only one or two people are going to buy that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I think that's just like the whole learning curve thing.
Yeah. So many different
So many different
areas of
things.
life and
That's right.
business, like simplify. Yeah. As much
We've
as you
never
can.
done retail until
Yeah.
this.
Neither one of us
Okay.
have ever done
See?
retail.
Been
Mhm.
learning
Yeah.
Everything.
on the fly.
Listen,
Yeah.
we've had to learn how to websites. Our website was awesome, and now it's awesome. It was such a blunder in the beginning.
It was horrible.
So,
Yeah.
and we were like, we were so proud to announce this. We said, we're going to make this website. And this was my IT department, which is him.
Yeah.
So he said, I'm going to build this website and it's going to be great and people can order and we're going to do free delivery. And so it took him weeks to build this website. And, we didn't know what we were doing. So he
Yeah.
built this website in weeks and weeks. We finally said, okay, today's the day we're going to announce it. So we did, oh my gosh, everybody go onto the website. You guys place your orders.
And it was like 2 weeks, no orders.
No.
It's like, what is going on?
Yeah, we thought, well, maybe it's going to take a second to catch on. We kept advertising it and kept putting it out on socials. And
I think people started calling. They just started calling up. Hey, I tried to place an order online.
nobody could place an
It just
order.
don't. It's not
Oh,
working.
no.
We didn't
you
have
know?
it turned on. So we're like, whoopsie, sorry about that.
So it was a lot of things. Like, we tried to place an order and we couldn't. And
yeah,
and
it didn't
wasn't
give
an
me an option. Yeah.
so it was so many things. But it was just like the whole thing. I've never done this before.
Yeah.
I don't know. But our customers are so forgiving.
Yeah, they're very
you know?
forgiving.
So they're like, okay, no problem. Let's work through it together.
Yeah.
So it's like great. So
That
thank
is
you,
one thing
thank you.
that we both learned in retail. You hear about the big bad retail world and everybody's so mean out there. And really, we just don't see that so much. People are very nice.
People are so
very
nice.
sweet.
The people
So-
are amazing.
Yeah.
It is unbelievable just how every day people come in and they just like,
Yeah.
man, it's like a sunshine
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
through the door.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
this is like, wow,
Mm.
you guys are just really just so good.
Yeah.
Everybody. I mean, I'm sure that there are people out there and they're probably having bad days, but they're just still amazing
Yeah.
and awesome.
Yeah.
And they're just very supportive of everything that we're trying to do. I mean, even when we try to do something like,
Yeah, Paulding
mushrooms or
County,
whatever.
has been very supportive. And they've been really good to us and they've been very supportive of us and all of the people and all of the other small businesses. It's been very nice.
Yeah.
So
I think people in general want to support small now, especially,
yeah,
yes.
it's so
I
important.
think people see, and I hope they do anyway, they see us and themselves,
We're just the normal
we're
everyday
just-
folk. We're just trying to make it, trying to help our kids and our grandkids along the way. And
Yeah.
Yeah, I think sometimes, well, I don't know how people think. I don't claim to know anything about what people think, but sometimes I feel like people think like, oh, because you have a business, you become Walmart
Mm.
overnight. All of a sudden, like,
Mm.
oh my gosh, you got your own business now. You're I don't know, some way, and somehow I feel like, oh, you're fancy. Like, no, well, we're pretty normal.
Yeah.
We're
Very
probably-
normal.
We are way more broke than we used to be
Oh, yeah, for
when we
sure.
had jobs.
It is for sure.
You know,
Yeah.
Yes,
so
we're coming
that
out
is-
of that. But yeah, the first year we're like, oh my gosh, we have no money.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
we're broke.
And year two, no money.
Yeah,
You got
no
nothing.
money.
Year 3 now. Are you
Yeah.
finally getting a little
We're
money?
getting there. Yeah,
Getting
yeah,
there?
we're getting there.
I think we're finally to the point where we're like able to pay the bill.
We're able to sleep at night.
You know,
So yes, we're able to
So-
sleep at
Good.
night.
yeah.
yeah.
Like I said, people are awesome.
Yeah.
You know, people come in here and they're just amazing.
Mm.
So it just makes it so much better. And that's what all those people being so amazing. That's what keeps you going.
Yes.
That's
right.
what keeps you going. When I
Yeah.
come in and say, "Oh, I'm so glad you guys are here." Oh man, I really appreciate what you guys are doing.
Mhm.
So I guess we haven't really talked about that, but like I know we talked about how we do fresh local products and all that kind of stuff, but that really is, if you break down what we do, that is essentially our main core of what we do. We want to be fresh, local, delicious.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what we
Yeah.
want to be. Even like sitting there looking at it with this garlic.
Mhm.
We bought this garlic from a customer that came in the store and said, "Oh my gosh, I've got garlic. Would you guys be interested in getting some of my garlic?"
Absolutely.
And I was like, "Yeah, let's take a look at it. You know, we'd love to see it. Where are you growing it at? Let's take some pictures of it. Send it to us. Let's see what it looks like." It turns out she's got 500 pounds
Uh,
of this
She
garlic,
has 500
Wow.
you
pounds
know,
of garlic. That's a lot of
and it's
garlic.
just and,
It's
it, and it's
fantastic.
and it's just into the crop is just now producing, like it's
Yeah.
putting it out now.
It's the season.
So
Yeah.
it's just going to be getting more and more. And
Yeah, we have
more.
a lot of customers who come to us. Very good customer of ours that has been with us from the beginning. But she came to us and said, "Hey, I love seeds. I love vegetable seeds. I love vegetable plants. Do you mind if will you start buying these seeds?" So it has been such a huge hit, and I was like, absolutely, because I don't know. I've always grown a little bit here and there, but I've never been so big into seeds that I can speak intelligently to it. She's taught me all about it, and she said, "Let's sell seeds." And so that's what we've done. Yeah, we have people come to us and,
Yeah.
again, teach us things and
Yeah.
so
So I
help
mean,
us
we
grow.
want to try to do more of this, like this garlic thing, and like we have customers bring us tomatoes, we have
Cucumbers and
customers
green beans, whole beans.
and things like that. So we want more people to do that. So like when fig season happens, we already got the kind of set up where customers were going to bring us figs, and
Mhm.
these are all local
Small people.
small
Yep.
people that
That's really
Yep.
that
cool.
live here, like like you're homesteading.
Yeah.
So like if you have extra
Yep.
stuff and you don't know what to
I have
do
a
with
ton of
it,
garlic right now.
you
Oh,
know,
do you? That's funny.
but
Yeah.
like that's what we want to see more of that stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, in the
cool.
beginning, we didn't really know where to get things, and we just moved to Paulding County 6 years ago, and we didn't really know where to get things, and
Right.
so we didn't know local farmers, and so that they've come out, and through the couple of years that we've been here, we've met a lot of people, and they're,
So
we
is that how you source? You just like people coming in, or are you finding these people online somehow, or
both. So we have a lot of people that come in. We're buying our squash and zucchini from a lady on Buckhannon Highway, and she actually came to us. Our cucumbers and pole beans we're buying from a gentleman, and so just certain things. But now, as for meat, well, like we had to go out and seek and try to find. And if we're in need of something, we'll go out and start calling around.
We want to do the best fresh local products
Yeah.
that we can. So through we didn't really know this before we started doing this, but all the stuff in the grocery store, like a traditional grocery store, it's bred for or engineered or grown or however they do it for longevity.
Yep.
It's not for taste.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
to
for
get
shelf
you,
life, yeah.
it's to get you a product in front of you so that you can buy it.
And appearance. I mean, their
they all
thing
look
is
the same?
appearance.
It's
Yeah.
weird.
Their
Yeah.
thing is appearance and shelf life, So,
So-
there is a difference in taste for sure. I mean, it is a true fact.
Yeah, everything in our store tastes totally different
Mhm.
than what you're going to get
Mhm.
out there.
Yeah.
So we have worked really hard to try to make sure that we try to stay. We've had like all these major organizations like Cisco and like
U.S.
US
Foods and yeah.
Foods, and these people come out to us and say,
Mhm.
"Hey, let us do your produce."
Mhm.
Mm.
It's like,
Yeah, that's not
no,
what we're trying to do.
it's not
yeah.
what we want to do
Yeah.
because that's the same stuff that
Yeah.
the grocery stores is getting.
I love the grocery store like the next guy. I mean, really,
Yeah,
we
but-
love the grocery store, but I don't want to buy the produce that they're buying.
We want to have a
we
different
wanna have-
product
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
We want it to be different. We want it to be that sensation of when you were a child, like, oh my God, this is what a watermelon is supposed to taste
That's
like.
right. Yeah.
This is what a cucumber tastes like.
Yeah.
This is what corn's supposed to taste like.
I've loved
Yeah.
this. I've loved this business model. I've loved this. I mean, I remember whenever I was a kid, I lived in a very small town, and there was a man that had a pickup truck, and he would sell, and I'm sure it came from his garden and his farm. And I kind of lived in the country, so there was quite a few farms out there. But he used to sell it in the back of his pickup, and my papa used to take me on Saturday mornings, and we would go just shop out of the back of this man's pickup truck. So I mean, I've loved this kind of thing. We've seeked this out because we do love the foods.
I love the commerce of it all.
Yeah.
I love just the business in general. I love that. I love it's like, hey, I'm going to buy the garlic from this person here. We're going to negotiate a price, and then I'm going to turn around and put it in the store, and we're going
That's
to
his
sell
thing.
it.
I'm not
we're gonna
the
do it.
biggest fan of that
I-
part.
I
I just
love it
like
so
to talk
much.
to people and sell good stuff. That's my thing. He's all
Yeah.
about the business end of it. And so we kind of do, that is kind of how we
Balance
run
each
our
other.
business. Yeah.
It's good.
So-
And you're the impulsive one, which is interesting because I find that usually impulsive people are not like the financial, the business side.
Yeah, every once in a while he's like, wait a minute, where'd we spend so much money? And I'm like, oh, that's you, my friend, that's you. So yes. So
I think we work really good together.
It seems like it.
That's very fortunate. I feel like we've been very fortunate.
Yeah.
You know.
We figured it out. Yeah. For sure.
Because probably a lot of couples couldn't work together, and I feel like we do a good job.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
that's great. Yeah, some couples can't work together.
Yeah. There are days that I'm like, okay, I'm going to step out of the store and go run some errands real quick.
I need a break from you.
I need a break. But we do very well.
Yeah. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah, same.
You know,
So
I'd much rather do this than to work a regular job.
your store model, so you just buy and sell. You don't do like the booth vendor spaces or anything. So what advice would you give to somebody wanting to like get their products in here?
So we don't do consign. We do buy out everything outright, and we kind of do that on purpose. I mean, it's easier for us to manage, and so I think it's not really a matter of presenting it to us. We're having to grow small.
I think there's a lot of timing.
And yes,
You know,
we're having to really take our time with this growth thing.
Yeah.
We have to bring in a little bit at a time. We can't just go gangbusters. In the beginning, we were like, let's bring everything in. Well, that's not sustainable. We can't financially sustain that. So
and it is a learning curve too. So like throughout doing this, have we done consigning in the past? Yes, we have done some in the past.
we've just done a couple of consignments.
but
It's
like
not something we love.
Learning and figuring it out, saying, "Hey, it's just not what how we want to do it."
Yeah.
We'd rather if you had your rathers, you'd probably rather just sell us the product
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
and then let us just sell the product.
Yeah.
Oh, for
You know?
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
right now for me, I'm in one space, but I can't keep up with it right now because I
Yeah.
keep selling out. And I'm like, I'm so busy selling online. Like I'm almost to the point where I'm like, because I keep having stores contact me, like, will you come have a booth space? I'm like, I can't maintain another booth space. I just can't.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, okay, I need to go more into wholesale. I feel like that's honestly better for people, but so many people, they want to have like that booth space. I don't,
Yeah.
and that's,
Yeah, we're
that's how
just-
you start, I guess.
Yeah, and
Yes.
that's just not something that first we were going to do that. That was my thing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we're going to have all these different, consignment vendors in here. I'm not sure if that's really how we want to go. But because of that, we're not wall to wall product yet, because we're having to take our time with it.
Yeah.
And
We want to make sure that if we do get into a product, that we can maintain
that we keep that product. Yeah.
Keep
Yeah, because I don't want a
products.
product in here for a week. And then once it runs out, be done with it. I really want to bring a product in and keep it in.
And keep it on a consistent basis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plus, if you have vendors, like you can't, it's harder to control what they're
It's true.
doing too.
Yeah.
'Cause they
Yeah.
could, I mean, you can have contracts and stuff, but they could still, bring random things in or not have something when it needs to be there.
I guess that's something we don't want to deal with. And it's easier for us to manage. Yeah, I do know about the consignment thing, but it's just not something I want to manage,
Yeah.
to be honest.
It is a lot of timing. Unfortunately, we have a lot of things that we're going through, and we're trying to juggle, and we're trying to do ordering inventory and getting things in the store and maintaining what we have. So a lot of it is timing.
Yeah.
I'm sure that a lot of people hear this all the time. We're not ready to bring on a product like that yet.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean we're not going to bring on a
Yeah.
product like that. That just means right now the time is not right
Yeah.
for us to do that.
Yeah.
And maybe that's our own ignorance, but we just don't know any other way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the answer is, just because we say no right now does not mean no forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just means no, and we can't do it right
We
this minute.
can't do it. Yeah.
And we will. We may love to do it, but just keep coming. Not saying you need to come by here every week or something.
Yeah. And we do
Just
take
letting
it
you know.
seriously because I love small businesses, clearly. So I love small businesses. I love local businesses. So if there's any way that we can eventually bring your product in, we would love to. So when somebody does come in and say, hey, would you sell? I would love nothing more than to,
Yeah.
because I want to support you and I want you to support me. So I do take that seriously. We write it all down and I say, hey, listen, as soon as I can bring in some more product, we'll definitely look at it. So,
Yeah.
and we
And
mean
so it's
that.
got to be a good fit for the store.
Yeah. It's got to fit in here.
It's got
Yeah.
to fit with the theme that we're going with. What we're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
And it's got to be the right time for us to
Yeah.
bring it in.
Yeah.
So
We don't
all
want to
three
be
of those-
bougie. I don't want to be like a fine art dealer. You know what I'm saying? So we're a country store. I want it.
Mhm.
I want it to fit our country store theme. So
The timing thing is interesting. So I've seen that a lot in my own business is sometimes, it's like, oh, right place, right time, or it's like, oh, I just missed it by that one time. But it's like the thing I think I've learned is you just always have to be ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
If like you're working on your business and you're ready and you're prepared and you have your, products and you're consistent, eventually the timing is going to work out somewhere
Yes,
for you.
Yeah.
that's right.
So,
Yeah.
Yes.
In your entrepreneurship and in your business that you do, you're constantly trying new things. You're constantly trying different things. You're throwing stuff on the wall.
See what sticks.
You
That's
think
right.
you got in your mind, you work it. This is how I do it anyway. I work through what I want to do in my head, and then how is this going to look?
Yeah.
If we can implement this, what will this look like?
Mhm.
Kind of like when we did the website. One day it was like, hey, we need to do a website. Why? Why do we need to do a website? Well, everybody else out there on the planet, and we're not trying to be like everybody else. That's not what we're trying to do. But if we don't go online, we're missing out.
I
We're
think
missing out huge.
it's so funny. Well, and same with social media. This is coming from somebody I've looked at Facebook, right? Like we all have for years. I've never done anything with Facebook. I've never been on TikTok. I've never been on Instagram. So fortunately, and I'm like, nobody needs that. We don't need that. You have to have that.
Yeah.
So when we first started, I'm so fortunate. My sister, super smart, and she said she had retired early, and so she's very good with social media. And so she said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take on all your social media. So for the first almost year, she did all my social media. So we would do videos, and I would send it to her. She's in Dallas, Texas. And she would come down here every once in a while, but I would send her everything. She would upload it and she would do it. So
we'd make a video here in the store.
Yeah.
Send it to her.
Yeah. And then I would try to answer all the questions on social media, and I could do that, but I didn't know how to do a video. I didn't know how to upload anything. And so after about a year, she said, you know what? She said, I got this job that I'm really going to go and do. It was her starting her own thing. And she said, I'm going to go and try to do this, but you're going to need to take over your social media. And I'm like, what? Well, how do I do that? So she took a week with me and she showed me how to do everything. But that's been a huge learning thing too, right? I didn't know how to do it, and he still doesn't know how to do it. There's been a lot of blunders, and I'm like, I double posted. I posted that twice. I didn't mean to, So there's been a lot of that go on, but yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
social media is definitely necessary, and that people come in every day and say, oh, I saw you on TikTok. We saw you on Instagram. It is so needed.
It makes a huge
yes,
difference.
it makes a huge difference.
Yeah. And it's not overnight. It's not overnight at
No.
all. So like the first year that we were in business, we literally paid to boost post on across all the social platforms for a solid year.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we still felt like we weren't growing our social media.
But then we have people like you that come in and that have, that have quite a following, or that know how to do social media very well. And we've had several people come in and say, oh, do you mind if I make a video? And then all of a sudden their stuff blows up. And I'm like, oh my goodness, thank you so much. And, and it helps us.
It has a huge impact.
It has a huge impact.
On
I mean,
a
yes.
local business.
It does.
Huge. It's because talk about hitting the turbo button.
Yeah.
It really makes a big impact,
Well, honestly, that is one of my motivations for this, because I didn't think it would happen in the beginning, but after a couple of episodes, seeing how it's affected other people's small businesses, that I have that power, like it's absolutely incredible.
So
and it brings me so much joy.
Yes.
You just don't know.
Yes, and people like you don't realize what a big, huge help it is for us.
Yeah.
Like you said, it turbos us.
Yeah, because
sometimes we'll start getting stale and somebody will come in, and then all of a sudden we'll see a huge boost, and we're like, oh my god, thank gosh, thank goodness.
It means so much to small businesses.
Yeah,
it really
very
does.
much so.
So for everyone out there, start sharing your local small businesses.
Yeah, and come in and make a video, and we love it. And people I think are a little bit timid. They'll be, do you mind if I make a video? No, please do. Yes,
that's awesome.
So you share it, we'll share it. Yes.
Yeah, we weren't even on. Maybe we were on TikTok, but it got nowhere.
Yeah.
No. For the first year, it got nothing.
I think we were on it a little bit, not too much.
Yeah, but it was just like, it just wouldn't get any follows, wouldn't get any likes, whatever.
And you were boosting too.
Yeah, and it just wouldn't get nothing. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this one lady came in and she made a video and she posted it, and we saw the video.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh my God, look at this video this lady
it's
made."
incredible.
And it's like, this video's got like like 30,000 views on it.
What's so
something
funny
nuts.
is she had like 500 followers. She didn't have a huge following.
She just started.
She had just started doing it like 4 days before, and she came in here and she was like, "Do you mind if I make a video?" Great, do it. She did it. This video blew up. And so she came in the next day. She said, "I don't know what happened. I don't know what to do. I don't know what happened." And so we all laughed about it. And we're like, "I don't know what to do either." And so
she immediately says, she says, TikTok is where it's at.
Yeah.
She's like, you have to make more videos and get them up on TikTok.
Yeah.
She says, all the other socials are great, but TikTok is where it's at. So you need to.
Yeah, but man, her video went viral. Man, we literally that next day we started "Oh, I saw you guys on TikTok. I saw y'all on TikTok," and we were like, "Oh my goodness!"
I think I actually saw that video.
Yeah. So it was
cool.
incredible. So it was so fun. So and we've had a couple of things like that that really boost us. And we have a DJ from Atlanta comes in and she shops in here and she's shouted out to us, and then we see a huge boost, and then and then we have another guy who comes in. He's a country singer. He's given us a shout out. We see a huge boost, and so it's just stuff like that that's just really propelled us along the way and supported us.
We have so far to go. So we're not anywhere close to being where we want to be at all. And like we said earlier, we're barely even making money. So we have got so far to go.
Yet the wild one over here, he's always like, "Hey, you want to open a second location?" I'm like, "Are you nuts?
So we got to get this one
No,
going.
I don't even know what I'm doing yet."
So back to the boosting part, I wanted to touch on that. So I don't know if this is true or not, but this is what I've heard from so many people. They were like, "Don't boost your content because then the apps will like figure out you've got money."
Oh.
And then they will constantly be making you pay for views.
Oh.
Because they're like, "Oh, they'll pay." So it's like they suppress your content unless you're paying at that point.
Oh, this may be a thing.
I mean, that's what I've heard from multiple people. I don't know if it's true.
I don't feel like the boosting helped at all.
Yeah.
Now, if we're having a event or something like that, like we're having, hey, this is our annual event that we're doing, boost that post.
Yeah.
Fine. But all the other posts, it's not worth it to boost.
So I don't remember where I heard this, but they were talking about like post your content, and if it's getting good engagement and views, take that and turn it into an ad. Don't just like boost random stuff.
That makes sense.
So then you already know it gets engagement. It already gets clicks or attention. So then if you're paying for an ad for that, I don't know. Take it as a grain of salt. I don't remember who said that, but
we haven't boosted in a while. We probably will. We just didn't really see as much. We were throwing money at throwing money at it, and we just weren't seeing the return.
And we were throwing a little bit of money. We were throwing like freaking $80 to $100 a week. So I mean, it's not
too much. Yeah,
that still gets you like 50,000 views or something like that.
But that's a lot for a small business to be spending every week too. When you're just starting, I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot.
We didn't even know what we were boosting either. We would just boost a random post, and so
we would think, "Oh, this is great. This could be a great post. Let's boost this one." I don't get it at all.
It's so funny. I'll have like the most random video like I didn't think would get any attention, and it just gets all these views. And then the ones that I worked so hard on, like nothing.
Yes, we do. I'll say, "Oh my gosh, we're going to stage this, and we'll stage this video, and we'll do this whole thing," and it gets nothing. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, we hardly got any views on this," and then just something like, "Oh, let's just cut up a watermelon. Let's just talk about that." It goes gangbusters, So
I noticed that anything where I'm actually doing something, or that people are interested in or find intriguing, and it's natural and it's not like overly polished, tends to do well. I think, especially with like AI now just taking over in the videos, like people want real, and you guys are doing something real here. And you show that behind the scenes, and you're natural and real on camera. Like I think it resonates with people.
And I think that one of the things that I love to do is we love to show things that help people. For instance, I had because I'm walking on this concrete floor all day, my feet hurt, my knees hurt. I'm getting old, it's just the way it is.
I mean, get some good shoes, girl.
Yeah, I've got some. So I had a gentleman come in, and he says, "Hey, I'll tell you what helps me." He was talking about he has rheumatoid arthritis, and he said what he does is he does this honey concoction: honey, ginger, turmeric, and black pepper. So he said, try it, give it about a week. So he gave me the little recipe. He said, give it about a week for it to start working. So I made it. I'm telling you, it was amazing to me. And I know that food heals, and I know that food, and it is so true. So all of a sudden I was like, I've got to share this with people because it has helped me tremendously. So then I made a video and started sharing it. And then, we try to do things like that, have found out that helps people,
Yeah.
so yeah,
Yeah.
we enjoyed that.
So anyway, I guess, like the website, doing that. So I guess where we want to go
Mm.
moving forward
Mm.
to what we want to do is we want to, get more of the website out there and get more people ordering from that, because everybody has an ordering system.
Mhm.
You can go to Kroger's and do a click list. You can go do a click list from Home Depot now. I mean, you can go everywhere and do it.
Yeah.
So we offer the same thing.
Yay.
You can
Yep.
go online and you can
Yep.
order and you can have it delivered straight to your house.
Yep.
Wow.
So
are you guys doing that through an app, like a
we
third
do
party?
it.
You deliver
We
it?
deliver
yeah,
it.
we're just us delivering
Wow.
it. So
We
yeah.
deliver it.
Is it like certain mile radius around?
A
Yeah,
10
so
mile radius.
it's a zip code. So if
Oh.
you are in specific zip codes, then you can get it for
Powder
delivery.
Springs, Dallas.
Yeah, Powder Springs, Dallas,
Hiram.
Hiram. Everybody that's close by the
Yeah.
store.
Even Marietta,
Uh,
into a little bit of Marietta. But
Some of Marietta is included in that.
Okay. That's actually
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah, and it's
amazing
starting
you guys
to,
are doing that.
yes, it's starting to really pick up, and it's really starting to take off. So a lot of times people will say, hey, I'll be passing by there, but we know that it's super busy in the afternoons. People are wanting to get home. So, people will place their order online and say, I'll pick this up at 5:30. I'll have it ready for you. We'll have it sitting here, pull up, we'll bring it out to the car, just swing in. That way you don't have to take your time shopping,
Yeah.
just get on, get on
Brilliant.
your way. So
Yeah. You can shop online and then have it delivered or come by and pick it up.
yeah,
It's super simple. And
Yeah.
anything over $50 that you buy
it's
is free delivery.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So
It's so innovative of you guys. That's
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great. I
It
love
was-
how you're just constantly like improving
Yeah.
and changing
Yes.
and seeing what works.
It's so funny because we'll be like, oh, what's a good idea? And then we'll go jot it down and we'll try to implement
there's
it.
a lot of ideas that don't get past the drawing board.
Yeah.
We have a lot of ideas.
That is one thing that we really, with each other, and we do pretty good, but he'll come up with some crazy, I'm like, that's the stupidest idea I've ever heard in my life. And then sometimes I double down and go, we're not doing it. I'm not doing this.
Well,
so
you
how
know?
does one get past the drawing board? How do you get an idea past it?
I don't know.
Test it?
No.
Don't even test it. I mean, it's just got to make sense.
Yeah.
Just like the website thing. In the beginning, like I said, hey, I feel like there's something there with this website thing. I feel like we really need it. And I came up with the idea, but we both are like, we really don't have the time to do that.
Yeah.
We don't have the energy to put into that. There's a whole lot of other things that we need to do here in the store locally to get it better. We don't need to put the energy on that. I kept coming back to it just because I was like, you know what? All these other places are doing it.
Yeah.
There's a reason why.
Well, we know
it.
people want convenience. We know,
Yeah.
and me myself, I'll do a click list at Kroger if I need, to pick up some chips and some, soda or whatever like that. Then I even do a click list. So
Yeah.
really,
It's very
stuff
easy
like
for
that.
us to do, because we don't sell everything in the store here.
Yeah.
So
that's
we
right.
still got to go to the grocery store.
One
too.
day we're going to sell
know.
everything in the
There
store.
you go.
That is kind of where we want to go. I don't want to have, 10 different kinds of honey and 10 different kinds of soap and 10 different kinds of cookies. I just don't feel the need for that. But I do want to make this kind of a one-stop shop,
Yeah.
so when
Have
you're
best
on
in
your
each.
way home, then you can swing in here and not have to go somewhere else and pick something else up. So that is kind of where we want to go with this. I don't want to be huge. I don't want to, to carry a million of everything, but,
But just like ideas like that website thing, it just keeps creeping up, keeps coming back. And then like, hey, you know what? We really need to.
Take action on it.
We got to do it.
Yeah.
You know.
If I have an idea that's really completely off the wall and he's just like, we are not doing that. Now I know that if he's like, we are not doing that, or if he has an idea and I'm like, well, that is dumb, we're not doing that. And every once in a while, I'll put our foot down and go, okay, this is just, we do stop each other, from getting completely crazy,
Yeah. So, I mean, coming back to the idea thing, there's only so many things you can do.
Mhm.
So you can't do everything that you want to do. There's just not enough time in a day. And there's just not enough energy in the human being to do everything that
Yeah.
you want to do. So you got to just pick your battles and pick what you want to do and try to be good at those things,
Hmm.
you know, and that's what we do.
That's a
Nice.
good point. Try to be
that's
good at those things.
Yeah.
You know,
It's going to
be disastrous.
be disastrous. You're going to spend all your time trying to build something. You can't. It's just like if we were trying to do 2 or 3 different businesses at one time.
Yeah.
There is no way that we could do this business and 2 or 3 other businesses at the same time.
No.
You just can't do it. So that was kind of like
And none of them would be successful
right.
No.
because
That's
you
right.
wouldn't be
Yeah.
have your focus on it.
Yeah. And customers come in with ideas all the time too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Customers that come in and say, "Hey, I couldn't see that you guys were open. You know,
Yeah.
you guys really need to put
It's
open
so
signs
funny.
out there."
Oh, we have
you know?
fought that battle. So when we moved into this spot, this is the busiest road. We all know Charles Hardy is so busy and traffic backs up. And when we moved in here, I was like, oh, this is going to be glorious. We're so busy. We're going to just automatically be rich, you know, because everybody's going to stop. And so, but we're kind of set off the road where, you know, when you're out there, you're just trying to stay alive, right? I mean, people are pushing you down. It gets crazy out there. So we learned real quick, well, okay, just because we're on this road doesn't mean it's going to work out. So people keep going, well, we didn't even know you were here, you know? And so we kept putting signs, and we didn't know you were here. We'd put another sign. Well, we didn't see you, put another sign. And so that has been a battle that we've, and then everybody's like, well, you know, we have produce, local produce. And people will say, well, we didn't know what you carried. We said, what do you mean? We sell produce. So then, you know, then we were like, oh, we better put some signs on the window showing kind of what we have in here. And, you know, and these videos help with that a lot because showing what we do have in here. So
I hope it does really well.
It's been a lot of fun so far.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep on keeping
and
on.
we appreciate people like you for sure. I mean, you definitely, you know, are what keeps us going, keeps our business going, helps us along. So, you know, we run out of ideas. We need people like you. We need smarter people along the way.
I'm so honored to be here. I really
Thank
am.
you.
And hearing your story is incredible.
Thank you.
So I always end every episode with one question. It's kind of a little silly question. What's your dirty little secret for keeping all this going?
Don't try to carry everything. Don't try to carry everything. This is my dirty little secret. I have people that come in and say, hey, do you have to carry cauliflower? We laugh about this cauliflower thing. Nobody buys cauliflower. I want to carry cauliflower, and so we'll go and buy a case of cauliflower. You know, I'll spend $75 on a case of cauliflower, and I'll sell like one. So anyway, you know, don't try to be all things to all people. I mean, that is kind of what we've learned.
I definitely think that's a great dirty little secret.
Yeah.
It's like this. Believe without a shadow of a doubt about the mission that you are on. Okay. We are really, really trying to provide a great local product for our community, you know, and we are really trying to hone in on that. And we want to do that. We want our customers to be so happy when they come in to buy the products from us that they're like, oh my God, can you buy a watermelon somewhere else? Yes. Can you buy peaches from somewhere else? Yes. But however, you cannot get us and the customer service and the quality of those products. It's so different here than it is at other places.
And I come from a very customer service background. That is my background. That is all I've ever known. So I pride myself on that. We're both very, very good with the customer service thing. So yeah, that's our thing. I mean, yes, you can buy apples, you know, somewhere else, but you know, we do try to find the best apples. We really, really do, you know, and if it's not the best apples, we're really going to try to take care of you. So,
well, how can people find you guys?
You can go on our website at jojosfreshmarket.com. You can
and
find
it works.
all the social media. That's right. You can actually hit the buttons and they do things. You know, everything that's in our store is on the website. You can go on there and buy every single
along
product.
with prices. If you're price checking everything, fine. Go onto the website. Shows you pricing of everything.
Yeah, you can check us out on all the social medias. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah. If there's a new one out there, we're not on it yet. We'll be.
YouTube. Are you on YouTube?
Not yet. No, we're not on
Get
YouTube.
there because I said this on the last
That's
episode, but like
learn
the
about.
bots that are the chat bots that people are starting to use for searching, they are sourcing from YouTube and Google. So if your content's not up on YouTube, the chat bots won't necessarily recommend you. So you want to start being like people pull out their phone and say, hey, where can I get produce locally? And the chat bots will give them recommendations. So if you want to be in that, you've got to get your content up on YouTube.
Well, I'll start working on that for sure. Yeah.
Sorry to add another thing
that's
to
great.
your plate.
That's good. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. We need to do it.
Yeah, we need to.
I love this whole thing that you got going on. I love the whole story thing, creating that, it is inspirational.
Yeah.
Because I mean, just seeing, and I'm sure you probably hear this all the time, but they say the greatest compliment is a flattery is somebody trying to be like you.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I mean, you're out there making these videos. It's really cool, man. It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I mean, like that is inspiring to like, hey, dude, we need to up our video game and be even better.
You guys are already doing such a great job.
Yeah,
too,
thank
so
you so
keep
much.
going.
Thank you.
Keep
Thank you
going.
so much for coming out. We're
It's
so
so nice
excited
to meet
see
you both, too.
Yes,
Like, I
yes.
can't believe I mean, I've kind of met you've been in here in the store
Yeah,
before,
yeah.
but like wasn't like official.
Well, now you got to come in all the time.
I know. I
Yes,
do.
yes. And everybody
by
come in
here
and
so
see
often,
us. So it's just Tom and I here. So we would love to see you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, this was wonderful.
Thank
You guys
you.
were fabulous.
Oh,
All right, y'all. Before you head back out to pasture, remember, this is just people sharing opinions, not medical, legal, or business advice. The opinions expressed here don't necessarily reflect my opinions or the opinions of Dragon Creek Ranch or the Dirt and Drive podcast. Remember to always do your own research. It's okay to get your hands a little dirty, but keep your rap sheet clean. Thanks for listening, and if you enjoyed the podcast, please subscribe and leave us a review. It'll help us reach more folks.